Yo, it's Room 282, Troy High Experience Podcast, Mr. Greenwood's music tech and recording class. I'm your host, Noah, and I'm here with Adrian, Janarthanan.
Hey, what's up?
And Markus, Boles.
Hello.
How we doing, guys?
Doing pretty all right.
I'm doing well.
Glad to have you guys on the podcast. A long time coming.
Glad to
Thank
be
you.
here.
Yeah, it means a lot.
So, I wanted to ask you guys, because I know you guys are both in LAX. I want to ask how it's going for you guys.
Well, just moving, I guess.
Yeah. Just to make it clearer too, I'm not in Lax, but I know a few people that are, like Markus, for example. And, you know, I actually went to one of the games. It was the Athens game. Yeah, it was freezing. It was really, really cold. But other than that, it was super fun. It was really nice. It was really close. It was like every so-and-so would be like 5 to 6, then 6 to 6, then 6. It was always so close. And then Troy High, of course, you know, with Matt's leadership, just, you know, dominated.
Yeah.
Destroyed Athens.
JV and varsity both took a dub.
Let's go.
Yeah, so Markus, what are your goals for the rest of the season?
In lacrosse?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'd love to be able to play, you know. Currently unable to.
Oh, no.
Do you want to talk about that? Do you want to share the story?
So, last semester, Miss Wahlberg, love her to death, great lady, but, you know, too many assignments, couldn't keep up. I was falling behind, maybe too far behind, as one could say. I ended up not passing the class, so I am on academic suspension until further notice, until I can bring my grades back up.
That is really unfortunate. Yeah, I was in that class with you. First hour marketing. That was a tough class for like a non-AP class. There was a lot of work in it. I barely passed that one, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
Did you still get to play a couple games?
I have not played a single game.
Not played a single game.
But
That's
dude,
unfortunate.
I can tell you right now, without being a selfish human, I'm probably the best on JV.
Nice.
I am probably
warning, without being a selfish.
without being selfish.
What makes you the best, Markus?
Oh, dude, my athletic
He's got
prowess.
lips.
All right, my athletic ability to just get it done. All right, I am a biological machine.
He's a unit. He's an absolute unit.
I was born to run.
You're
right?
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was the best.
Let's Are you sure about
Shut
that?
up. No. As he pokes into my stomach.
But Adrian, I have a question for you. So
I got an answer.
you're going into your senior, or well, not into your senior. You're going out of your senior year, right? End of your high school career. Are you excited for what life has in front of you?
You know what? I'll be completely honest. It is like a glass half full, half empty situation.
Yep.
Because I think a lot of people listening to this will agree. It's like really cool that we're moving on. Like, okay, we're done with school. Like, we got a lot of freedom and it feels really nice. But it's also too much freedom. Like, dude, yesterday, it's gonna sound really weird, but yesterday I was trying to make chicken and rice, and I didn't realize the chicken was in the freezer for like the longest time, so I pulled it out. I'm like putting it under tap water. I'm like, I don't know what to do, and I'm like, Dad, can you help me out here? And my dad's like, sure. And like while he's helping, I think to myself, dude, I had to do this like for like a year or two.
Yeah.
Like what? Like I gotta get my stuff together. That's what's scary.
Yeah,
Because for a lot of people, like you may know, like Logan and Nate, they're what's the word? I guess they're just staying home right now for college gap year and stuff. But like Matt and I are going straight into dorms, right? It's crazy. It's kind of scary, but it's pretty interesting.
If you had a choice, and you weren't like in your current path right now, would you choose to take a gap year, or do you think just going right into it is what's best for you? You
know, personally, I don't think I have enough confidence in my freedom to take a gap year, because if I like go straight into a gap year, I'll just be sitting there going, man, I love Pokemon Black. I would be like playing video games all the time. Like I'd be like bothering Markus 24/7 because I'm a huge people person. So like just sitting at home for a gap year, like I would have to figure out the issue with taking a gap year is the struggle and worry for money is a lot more.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people have been like doing side hustles. A lot of people have been trying to work a lot to prepare for college. But if you are able to just go into college straightforward, go into it. Like a lot of people aren't able to, which is what I'm aware of. But in my situation, it's like a brown person, like Indian person thing. But like if my parents like help me with my tuition, I basically like they get to like live at my house in the future when I'm gonna die. Like I think that's like the deal I make at birth. but we'll see.
Yeah, I got you. All right, and Marcus, question for you.
Yeah.
How has your junior experience been? Has it lived up to
Studious.
everyone
Smart
saying it's
boy.
the hardest year? Or
He's the smartest
how
guy
you
ever.
feel about it?
4.0. Michigan bound.
I wouldn't say it was a hardest year. I'd say it was pretty exciting, especially coming into junior year. It was I mean, it's not exciting to take the SAT. It's very tedious, and studying for it sucked. But I mean, other than that, junior year's been fine. Classes I've been taking, they've just been flying by. Everything's been great so far. Can't really complain about it too much. Besides the fact that Miss Wahlberg failed me, and I'd have to
We'll never let that one go.
Vengeance.
Never.
But no anger.
Although, I mean, yeah, every class has been fun. I've made a bunch of new friends, including Adrian.
Yeah.
Like I've known. Okay, so with Adrian,
I picked them off the street.
yeah.
Actually.
So I've practically air quote known. I've known him since middle school, but we didn't start talking until football season, junior year, and that's when I got to know him really close. And then we have a nice, fun friend circle, I'd like to say, and
It's quite quaint.
it is. It's very fun. We'll go to Dave's Hot Chicken in Dearborn. Check it out if you haven't.
Oh my
It's
gosh.
the best.
I've heard great things
It's
about it.
so
You know there's
good,
one
dude.
being built in Troy.
Oh yeah.
I know it's crazy.
Yeah,
It's
I
crazy.
saw something about that. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So for college, right? It's a little tangent on your previous question. I live in a condo right now.
W.
Yeah. So but I'm moving to an apartment, and that apartment is like literally a minute walk from Dave's Hot Chicken.
Wow.
That's dubs.
That's
You're gonna be
awesome.
eating there every single week,
I
man.
might have to.
Oh my.
On
Yeah.
God.
Just work there.
Oh
Honestly, just start working there.
I could work. Oh my gosh, I could work there.
Yeah.
It's worth it, especially because you probably get half off on every food.
Oh
on every,
my
food item.
god,
All
Marcus, you're
about
so smart.
Dude, absolutely. This is why I question myself on why she failed me. I am a great especially in marketing. I know how to market. I'm the craziest marketer you'll ever meet.
How did you fail marketing then?
Well,
Yeah, I was about to.
because of the schoolwork. There's a lot of schoolwork. I went home,
Marcus.
dilly dallied.
I got a test for you then.
What?
Can you sell me this pen?
Do you have a pen?
Not anymore.
Do you need a pen?
Yeah, I need
It's
to
gonna be
write.
$1. It's gonna be $1.
$1?
Yeah.
Why $1? What's so worthy about the pen?
Well, since the fact that you don't have a pen, you really need one, right? To sign
True.
papers. Make it
But
signature.
what makes you different from other pen sellers?
Well, I'm Marcus. I mean, it's kind of just
Your
given by me.
brand,
No,
you're
it's,
right.
it's the best. It's a brand name. It's like Gucci and other brand names. I'm like the Louis Vuitton of pens, dude.
Oh, that is miraculous. I would love this pen.
That, by the way, costed him $1. It costed me 10 cents to make. I made 90
Whoa.
cents.
Wow.
Did you?
Adrian, I gotta ask about the wrestling season. You want to talk about that a little bit?
I murdered him.
Love to. Shut. No, not gonna say anything.
I put him on his butt.
That is
every time he
Really?
wrestled.
That's
I'm
not
so
true.
Much better than him.
Don't listen to
My
him.
first year wrestling.
That
I
is
whooped
not
him.
true.
I beat him.
That is we didn't even. No, am I gonna expose you?
I don't expose me because you don't need to. There's nothing to expose. I just I'm just better than you. That's all that
Marcus's
matters.
back is like Braille.
Yeah, dude.
Wrestling him, it's just like acne, reading Braille.
If a blind person were to touch my back, they'd get offended. They'd think I was slandering them. It's not good.
No, the wrestling season was actually like so peak because coming into freshman year, I'll be real with you. I was really bad. I was awful.
He still is really bad. He hasn't changed.
Marcus, you gotta go take a walk. You okay, buddy?
I'm good.
Are you sure?
I can stay.
You stay?
Yeah. I'm
Okay. All right. You sure?
Yes.
Okay. So the wrestling season coming into freshman year, like I didn't win a single match. Like I was really bad, and that goes the same for a lot of people. Like with the other captains, with Max, Justin, and Adam, they weren't as bad as me. Obviously, they were able to carry their weight, but they also had like a lot more losses than wins, I'd say. And coming in from now to here, I guess, in this season, we've done just substantially better. It's been pretty good.
Sweet. So another question I wanted to ask, actually both of you guys, what is your biggest regret so far in high school?
Being in a relationship, literally being in a relationship for 3 years murdered me. All right.
Yeah.
It was the worst.
He's speechless. It was that bad.
It was that bad, dude. Locked me up like I was a prisoner. It was brutal.
What about
Really?
you, Adrian?
Yeah.
That's a really deep question. I honestly, I think one of my regrets I can say on the top of my head is you need to apply yourself to a lot of things, but you also need to make sure you don't have a like insanely full plate, because like wrestling was really taxing on me. Like I love the sport and it was really fun, but like I would sweat like so much, I'd just come home and I'd be like, man, I really got to do homework.
Yeah.
Like I got to really figure out what is healthy for you and know like your priorities. Priorities are very important because you can't do everything. And applying yourself. I took AP Psych this year, but I didn't take the AP exam because I was like busy with wrestling, busy with football. But then like 2 weeks before it, I was thinking to myself like, oh my gosh, I'm doing really good on these practice tests. I could have totally taken the exam and like it could have helped me in MSU, but I was nervous. I didn't apply myself. I got scared. So to be honest, life has a way, and you find people that you never knew you would meet, and it helps a lot. Right, Marcus?
Yes.
There we go.
That was very beautiful, Adrian. That was very beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can 100% agree. Like my school life recently has been the most busy I think it's ever been, because I've been doing so much music stuff for school that it's like I've like no breathing time. I'll come home. It's like, oh, I got all these homework assignments. Does it get better in senior year?
No.
Well, yes,
You're not a senior, Marcus.
Hey, that's hacking.
That's fine.
You can't skip a year.
My bad.
Yeah, it's your bad. But it depends on what classes you take, because I know, like I see around the hall, I know like a lot of people naming names like Brett, for example. Like last year he took a lot of APs. I remember him talking in football about AP English, and you go through a lot of hardship in junior year, which makes senior year better. But it's what you make of it. Like, for example, I regret taking GBB. Like, GBB is like the hardest science class, like, ever. Like, it's hard. It's a lot. It's like a college class. And I really wish I didn't take it senior year. But it's still a really fun class, nonetheless. But it just matters on how you make it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Another thing I regret, too, is just leaving homework off until the last second. Procrastinating will kill you.
It's actually such a bad thing.
It will ruin your life, all right? You'll dig yourself into a hole you cannot crawl out of. You're going to have homework that's not even going to be worth its full credit.
Yeah.
Yeah, so...
But what sucks, too, is that can stem from burnout, dude. Troy High's, like, expectations with... hold on. Can I go on this tangent real quick?
Yeah,
Dude.
Okay. Of course.
Dude. Troy High is known as one of the best public schools
in Michigan.
In Michigan, yeah.
Yep.
And has a lot of opportunities. It has a lot of capabilities and has a lot of things to offer, and it's really good. Like, did you guys know we had an AP Latin test last week?
I did not even know that.
Right? Like, they offer mythology, all these obscure classes, but they also offer normal classes.
We even have a rugby. We have a rugby.
Yeah, rugby team United. Water polo,
if you play
golf,
rugby,
sailing. Like, we have so many. Dang, Marcus.
No, I'm just saying, like, rugby, it's kind of weird, huh? I feel like I'd be great at it, though, because my upper body's just massive, so I'll truck any guy that runs at me.
For rugby?
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, no, I was thinking about playing it just to hit people, but...
Tackle rugby.
Yeah, this high school offers a lot of opportunities to hit people legally, and I'm talking, like, sports-wise, wrestling, football, lacrosse, everything. Hockey, what do we got?
That's athletic. Oh, yeah, golf. No.
Oh, yeah, golf, because you can hit people. Just swing a stick at them.
I think we also have probably the biggest music program of any public high school in all of Michigan. I mean, we have this class,
exactly.
and we're getting a platform to make a podcast. I mean, you don't normally see that.
Yeah.
What I was stemming at is AP classes. They're really good, and they can look good, but they're also unneeded stress a lot of the time. Like, my AP Psych teacher was talking about this. There are a lot of people that, like when I was a junior, I was told, like, I want to take psychology. I think it's going to be a really fun class. And people were like, oh, just take AP Psych. It's just that. Just do it. Like, whatever. And I'm like, okay. And I'm glad I did. But, like, it's kind of like a stigma, if you notice. Like, people, I'm like, people are like, I remember saying this to a past senior. I'm like, I want to take Gov for the required credit. And I'll just take AP Gov. It's fine. And it's not a bad thing. But it's just, like, a little bit like you don't know the person's workload. And, like, for example, like, I wish if I knew what I was going to get into with football and wrestling, I would have, like, actually taken normal psychology. Because now I don't feel as bad for not taking the AP exam. And that's the thing, too, right? Taking when you don't take the AP exam in an AP class, you like I genuinely feel like people like look at you differently.
Yeah.
Like there's actually a stigma with it.
Yeah, it's so dumb.
There's like expectation of Troy High because Troy High is like really academically insane. Like not insane, like at least they're not like IA and we actually offer stuff. But you know,
I haven't taken a single AP class, and I can guarantee you I'm smarter than half the school.
All right, guys. I think that's all the time we got for today. Any last words you guys want to say on the podcast?
Don't procrastinate. It'll literally murder you in high school, and it's just not worth it.
Yeah, that's good advice for freshmen and sophomores.
exactly. Keep moving, guys. Life finds a way. It's
Sometimes. Most of the time.
Yeah.
It's been a pleasure having you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Splendid.
That was our interviewing section of our podcast. And now we are on to the discussion section with the boys. Say hi, guys.
What up? How
What's
we
up?
doing?
What up, guys?
So what do you guys want to talk about?
Dude, I want to talk about Water Wars, bro. It's been a big deal so far. And there's a lot going on, a lot of drama. It's kind of fun to talk about. At the end of the day, it's like a fun game for the school, but I think it's been a little bit more than just a game, I feel like, recently.
What's new with Water Wars?
So it's still the first round, but it's like the last 2 days. So a lot of stuff has happened, but at the same time, there's been a lot of teams that nothing has happened. Like literally nothing. So, it gets frustrating when you know no information on the other team, and you got to figure a way how to get your points up. Got to get some kills, some eliminations. But
Yeah.
it's different for everyone and all the teams. But I don't know. I think luckily I'm going against. Well, luckily and unluckily, the first team we play is like good friends. So we have honor. Like it's not like it's respect. There's a lot of respect to it, at least for me and them. So I was just thinking, like, imagine going against a team where you can't even put one name to a face. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
I
wait,
feel
that would
like
suck.
that must be the worst thing to do. Because I've heard about that already. Like, people literally they don't know anything about them because they do nothing at home. They just stay home. So I'm glad that it's been a little bit mutual respect for me and the team we're playing. Like, we know we want to have fun. We know we want to go for eliminations. But, like, what would you do if, like, you're playing a team that no one knows, pretty much?
Yeah, I don't know, man. I actually missed the deadline for like team sign up in Water Wars.
Yeah.
It actually really sucked because
Yeah,
like I was
a lot of
gonna
people
get the
did.
boys together and I didn't know there was a deadline or not deadline. I didn't know there was like a team limit.
Yeah, not even that. Like it's just hard because I mean it's being run by high schoolers and they've been getting a lot of hate and everything. But at the same time, like bro, they're not like official. Like they're kids, dude. Like I know there's been a lot of trash, but like at the same time, you kind of have to just like realize like it's being run by some high schoolers. So even the Instagram, how it's run, and the response time, and the rules, like it's hard. It's hard to keep up. So you gotta have some mutual respect for that, at least. What do
I
you
think
of
it's
having a
really
team,
hard.
Bennett? Oh, sorry. Yeah, what were you saying?
I was just gonna say I think it's like really hard to get something where like everybody agrees, because
Yeah.
like people start talking in the group chat like we don't want that, we want that.
It was
like,
pretty rough at first.
It's like hard to get what everybody wants. Nobody's gonna be satisfied.
No,
all
but
the
yeah,
time.
dude, it's a game that has been running for years, and the rules have changed for years, and I'm glad there has been some really good changes, like the poncho rule, and like if you wore a poncho, like and then you got shot, it didn't count. Like that is literally the most unreal real rule I've ever heard. Like it's literally just you could wear that forever and never get out. So I'm glad they changed that.
Now, this talk about running Water Wars actually brings me to an interesting conversation. I was talking with Noah a little earlier about some leadership for some stuff we're doing, and just like the best ways, at least that I think, to like run things. And it's kind of hard leading something that all your friends are doing, right? Because at one point you're trying to like appease your friends, you're trying to like make it fun for them, but
Right.
at the other time you're also trying to like keep order. And so
Understand,
it's really hard to find that balance. And there's that old saying like don't work with family, lovers, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It really is true. Because like when I'm working on like a project that's like important to me, I've got to be all business,
Right.
And sometimes you and your friends just can't be all business, and it's it really makes it hard to run efficiently.
I have a thing about that though. I think as well as that's true, I feel like that comes down to a personal thing where like you should have like a level of understanding that like the person doesn't like hate you just because they're like being serious about it, right? I feel like that's a maturity thing with the individual. Like if someone gets offended that you're like pushing them around in something like that, I feel like that's just like a maturity flaw, right?
No, it is, but at the same time, like it is your friends and you are high schoolers. Like you also can't get mad at someone for maturity. It's not like they're an adult. Like, you know
True.
what I mean?
That is 100% true.
So like some people, like I feel like some of the greatest work I've done in terms of things I've loved, or just not like school involved, but like just things I want to do, it's been with friends. But at the same time, the stuff that never got finished was with friends as well. So there's like a mix. Like it's hard. So
It's sort of like this podcast where we're trying to run it with no like real leader.
Mm-hmm.
But that also means that like things get done in like less time.
True.
You know, it takes a lot. It takes a lot longer to get stuff done.
Yeah, and at the same time as well, it's like I think the only reason this was up and running and actually we made something work is because I think we all had a moment of realization, like we really wanted this. We wanted it to work. Like when we had that first idea in class, like when we all got excited, I could tell we all wanted to work on something like just bigger than ourselves.
I'm so glad that it turned out like this already.
Dude, it's almost better than I expected, I think. I knew we could do great things, but I mean, dude, let's talk about the first episode. I think it has like maybe like 110 views on YouTube right now, and on Spotify is like 50 or 60. Like that's like unreal to me. And like the amount of comments, the amount of people that have told me they've like, dude, even parents, like their kid, like I don't know how they found it, but you know, maybe they told them about it or whatever. But word of mouth has been spreading, and so many people have asked me to get on it, and like I wish we could get everyone, but we can't.
Yeah, no. Speaking of publicity, we've got an Instagram page now. Who wants to plug that?
Don't plug it. I don't know that.
Isn't it just
Honestly,
Troy
I
High
don't
Experience? I think it's at Troy High Experience.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, we post
Troy High Experience on Instagram, guys. Go follow.
We post there every time we got a new video. We're also gonna be doing like some behind the scenes stuff eventually. It's just we don't take photos because, I mean, right now we're all sitting at home. We're separate again for this discussion because things never go according to like your first plan of action.
Yeah, I think when we get more opportunities to take pictures in the studio and like we have
I actually
time.
took some.
Oh, that's good.
Episode.
Oh, you
Yeah,
did?
like they were good too. Like
good.
I like they look like you would post them on Instagram when you released them.
Yeah.
We can
He
get
was
those.
taking all the pictures today.
Mr. Greenwood also
Very-
got some as well. So,
Very professional.
Oh yeah, Mr. Greenwood got some for the promotion of this class.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, for anyone who's wondering, like for juniors, sophomores, freshmen who are wondering whether they should take this class or not, one of the things I really love about this class is how enthusiastic and like excited Mr. Greenwood is to teach everyone. I mean, it's like it's a good environment. I don't know. He makes a great environment.
He wants you
definitely
to.
worth it.
He'll give you the resources to do what you want, you know. And if he doesn't have it, he'll try to make a way to find it, you know. It's like even today, like when we're like, oh, we don't know if we have enough time to record. He's like, how will we do tomorrow? And he starts talking to somebody else to like get it planned. You know, I like how it works that way, you know.
I feel bad we're not taking advantage of it now, you know, like we're all sitting at home doing our own thing, just kind of talking, which I think makes this podcast not unique, but I think it's where like a lot of the charm comes from.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I just get nervous because my cat sometimes makes a lot of noise, and I don't need that. Dude, you'd be surprised.
We're the ones listening to it, bro.
Well, right now she hasn't. Dude, I don't know. It's funny because my grandma was just here, and she's terrified of my grandma. I think she forgot who she was, even though she's lived here for like the last like I don't know, like 10 years. And Ruby's like 6 now, so she's been around. Like she knows like who she is, but I think she just must have forgot because she's been gone for like 2 years. And yesterday I literally brought the cat to my grandma, and she literally started freaking out. Like I've never seen a cat freak out like that before. I don't know what's wrong with her, but it's something crazy. I think she misses my mom and dad, but I don't know. She'll see them hopefully if they let her come in their quarantine area. So.
Sure.
Oh, they have COVID?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they just.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, it's crazy, but hopefully it'll get better in the next few days.
Sure.
I'm
Sorry
glad
to
that
hear that.
like they didn't get it early on, and now they have like senses that are messed up. But it's better at it. I mean, it's not gonna have it at all, but later time when they're vaccinated and it's not as big of a deal as it was before.
True.
Mm.
I'm gonna be honest. I've probably had COVID like 20 times.
Don't say that.
Well, no. Here's the thing, right? Like, they say it can be like totally asymptomatic in young people, right?
Mm.
So like, who says I haven't had it already?
No, I mean, there's a dude. Even before, it was like pretty common to talk about it in America, because obviously, like I remember like the government knew about it, but no one even knew it was like a big deal, right?
Yeah.
So, Europe talked about it a lot, and there easily could have been people in America with it that were just assuming there was the flu, and that's it, or something like that.
Dude.
And so they, they never found out.
I think I was one of those people because back in January of 2020, I got like really sick with a super bad fever, and I like lost some of my taste and smell, and I thought it was like some kind of sickness because people weren't talking about COVID yet. And both me and my dad got it, so I think we had gotten it.
It might have been, yeah. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's a lot of situations where people were talking about that. Like, now that I think about it, it was just months before, even a month or two. So,
Yeah.
That might have been it.
Me and Alexis had something like similar in February. Like it was really bad for her. It wasn't as bad for me, but like I remember, and like I thought about it after the fact too. I'm like, it's probably COVID.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
I am so glad that I never got it.
Yeah, I
Dude,
never got it.
I mean,
knock
so
on
far,
wood,
but
yeah,
dude, when I got that booster, like,
you're dead.
I think that, dude, I don't know if I could do that again. I mean, I know it probably won't be as bad because now that I've had like the shot, probably it'll help more. But I remember that day that I got the booster, like I've never actually felt that sick in my entire life. Like I've never had chills in my entire life. I cannot name a single time that I've had chills, and I had chills that whole day, and then it went away, and it came back in the middle of work, dude. It was so bad. That's crazy how like the body works like that. Like why would it let me do this? Like we are like the best, like I don't know, like with like how many features our body has and like how we can survive through so many things, and then we get sicknesses like that, and it's like, who let us get like this?
It's actually trying to protect you.
I thank goodness we didn't have COVID. I mean, I don't know if we got like pretty lucky or whatever it was. I mean, we were safe in the beginning. I'm sure you were too, but I think over time, like, I expected to get it at least once or twice or something like that. Not once or twice, but I mean, I feel like everyone was getting COVID, and I just never did. Knock on wood, but.
Yeah, for sure.
Dude, yeah, I mean, I can say, like, I think, as someone who, like, got COVID after I got my booster, or I guess it was after my normal shot, but still, after, like, my normal COVID shot, like, it really hit me when I first got my COVID shot, but then when I actually got COVID, it was actually way worse. Like, I know it's different for everyone, but for me, it was so much worse.
Yeah, I've heard some, like, really bad experiences, and then some it's like, dude, it was barely like anything.
Yeah.
Which is kind of weird. It's like a big deal,
It's crazy how
that
some
we're even
people
talking about this.
It is. I mean, like,
it's crazy how some people like react differently. It's the same exact thing, like, but like everybody's body like does better job at other things.
True. Yeah, it's like crazy talking about this. I mean, it's been like 2 years. It's like weird. I mean, it obviously doesn't have as much of an impact as it used to, but I'm just saying, like, it's still like something like people talk about.
Dude, I never thought that it would take this long.
Oh, no way. Yeah.
I thought it was gonna be a short thing, dude.
Yeah, that's me too. Like, remember like summer of 21 or whatever, when like everything was like, oh, it's all better now.
Yeah, exactly.
And then it went right back to, okay, like try highs, like we're all like have to be in mass again, and there were a ton of teachers out. I remember there were a ton of classes that just had to be like in the library or whatever, because
yeah, no teachers.
Because there were no teachers.
Yeah, they're all out, dude. So they had to have like one sub for like 6 classes.
Dude, I thought they were gonna shut down that week. I am surprised that we didn't shut down.
We did shut down for a little bit, right?
I don't think we ever shut down.
Did we? I don't think so.
I don't think we ever shut down.
There was a time.
We might have had like a day
online when people were going back. Like every other week, they had to like go back to online. Like they just stopped doing in person, and then because like the new rules were changing or knew something, whatever. But,
yeah,
that was a weird experience. I mean, I never went in, but just watching the people around me that were the ones going back to school, and like they're back online every time.
I thought we were going down in a lockdown again when all those like subs when we had like all those subs that week. I was like generally scared. I don't want that to happen again.
There was a day or something in like January, I think, where we like they just couldn't like maintain the staff or whatever. Maybe it wasn't in January. It was around that time. I distinctly remember this. Maybe I'm just insane.
No, I remember that.
That's what I'm saying.
And I remember just like I had like 3 hours in a row just in the cafeteria, and like it was so weird seeing all these other classes. Like I could just hang out with friends.
That's pretty
because
cool,
everybody
though.
had like
That's
the same
chill.
hour.
Dude, we always did nothing. Every time I had a sub, like, and we were in the library or something, like we actually did nothing.
Dude, can we talk about the
what
library?
What are they gonna do?
What about
Because
the
this issue really annoys me. How like I'll go in there like during lunch, and it'll be like even louder than the cafeteria. Like I feel like the library
Really?
is supposed to be quieter, and I go in there and it's just like mayhem. Like what is going on in
You're
here?
talking about like the front.
I mean,
'Cause I
the
feel
front.
like if you actually go inside the
No,
library,
no.
like, it's not gonna be that loud.
Even I mean, it depends on the day. Like sometimes I've been during there, like during class, and if there's like not that many people, then it's quiet. But like I'll go in like during lunch, and there's people like going crazy, especially during in the beginning of like right before school starts, like 7:15
Dude, I was
area.
just about to say.
I don't think I've ever heard anything louder. Like you can hear screams
I don't
from
care
everywhere.
that the library is loud at lunch or whatever, but when it's like
Dude.
it's crazy to me that I walk in at like 7:05 a.m. and it's like, why are people screaming? Like
I think they should enforce that. Like you need to be quieter, and I feel
I'm
like
sure they do.
it should not be my responsibility to like go around and say like you should not be this loud in the library, because like it's literally 7 o'clock in the morning right now. Like I am literally not even awake, and why am I hearing this stuff? Like,
Dude, I can't.
Dude, I don't know how
believe
people have that
we're
much
even changing
energy.
The rule, bro, about what time school starts.
dude, those luck.
Are they
Wait,
actually
yeah.
changing it?
Yeah,
It's next year, right?
it was. I think it's next year, or if not the year after.
I thought they said they weren't doing that.
No,
I thought
missed
no,
it.
they
they were.
totally were. I thought.
What's it? 8 o'clock?
Yeah, I mean,
I would hate that. I'm not gonna lie. Like I don't like
well,
getting
just
up
because
early, right?
I hate that we get. I'm assuming you get out later, but I'm just saying like, I wouldn't mind.
Dude,
taking,
an
like,
hour of
40 minutes.
sleep is way
Way more than you
better
think.
than being in school for it. Because that last hour doesn't even feel like an hour anyways.
No, here's
Like,
here's
just
my
another hour.
stance, right?
Yeah.
You get out like if we went from 7:20 to 8 or whatever, you get out at 3, and I don't know how you feel about this, but like all the after school activities and stuff, they already end like late to the point where you get home, like you eat and then like you do homework, right?
Yeah.
And I don't want to be up until 2 in the morning doing homework for an AP class, you know?
Yeah.
It's like that extra.
But then
that
you
extra
can wake up
40
earlier
minutes
and
is
do it,
already
too.
like a pain.
I mean,
Yeah, but that's not gonna happen, bro.
It's an option. It's an option.
It's totally an option, but like no way am I going to be getting up early to do homework. There's no shot.
Dude, telling yourself that you're going to do that is the biggest lie you can tell yourself.
For
I don't think I've ever, like, why would you ever tell yourself, like, I think, like, I used to do this a lot in middle school. Like, I don't know why I did this in so much in middle school, but I used to be like, yeah, I'm going to, like, wake up early. And every single time I
Yeah.
just, like, ended up not doing it. Like, I'll just
Yeah,
take
same.
the bad grade. Like,
Dang,
it's-
bro, it's kind of crazy. Like, seniors graduate in like 13 days or whatever.
dude,
I've been
waiting for this
clocked out
time.
since the beginning of this year.
Dude, see, there's people like you who like have been waiting and like can't wait, but like I'm gonna miss this.
Oh no, for sure. I'm gonna miss like being in high school and seeing the boys and stuff.
Yeah.
But I am so done with like thinking.
It's a new chapter in
Yeah.
our lives. Like, I was thinking
No,
about
I'm
it.
really
like,
excited.
It's just so different.
Dude, I was literally just thinking about like an hour ago before we started this. I had like a realization moment. I'm like, dude, I'm really excited. Like to just be like in a different environment, but at the same time, like I don't know, dude. I had a lot of fun.
I
But,
mean, you don't even know how much fun you're gonna have, dude. My brother told me that
Yeah.
like the fun he had in high school was like a quarter of the fun he had in
Yeah,
college.
I've never heard someone in college say high school is like better than college.
No.
Yeah, that's
Like-
true.
I think I have, but that's the people who like don't want to
In
go
high
away.
school?
And like
Yeah.
that too, but like
Yeah.
no shade if you don't want to like go away to school, like you want to stay at like OU, OCC, whatever, like that. You do you, whether it's like for financial or you just want to be in your home.
Yeah.
That's totally your call. And like huge respect for like, you know, making that decision. It's just like I feel like every time I hear people say like, "Oh, high school is better," it's like that.
Yeah. Dude, I heard about someone talking in second hour or English. Yeah, I was talking with someone. They were like, I had a lot of respect because they didn't want to room with someone from school like that they knew. It didn't have to be, but they didn't want to go in blind. They just wanted a different experience with like someone that didn't go to the school.
Right, you gotta meet more people, right?
Yeah. The thing is, like, I'm pretty confident that I'll meet new people, and I don't want to rely on my roommates being the new people I meet. Like, I'm sure I'll meet new people. Like, I'm pretty confident in that, at least for myself.
Yeah, I feel like I'm going to Loyola, and I can't think of another person from Troy that's going there right now.
Yeah.
And so like it's gonna be a new experience for me either way.
Right.
And I'm honestly super excited for it. I love the campus. I love the school. I like being in Chicago. That's a big win.
Yeah.
You know, like
Cool place.
everyone's like, "Oh, Chicago is so scary," but like you're literally 30 minutes away from Detroit. Okay.
Yeah. Where are you planning on going, Noah? Do you have any ideas?
Not
Not like the classic junior question, but just interested. Anything?
Yeah, I mean, I've been looking at a couple. Wayne is becoming more appealing every day because I know they have a good music program. Plus, then
Actually,
I'd be
Wayne
able
was
to work.
like one of the three I was going to, pretty much.
I would be able to work with my current drum instructor, which would be really nice. But I know I'm going to do something music related. I'm also considering like Berkeley, North Texas. But those are like my main three right now. But I'm still going to be looking at other places.
For sure. Congrats. I'm glad that you're aware. In junior year, I didn't even know that. I'm not going to lie. In October, I didn't know how to apply to college, and I had to apply to college in October. So,
Yeah.
Dude, it
good
was
that you're
one
thinking
day.
about it.
It was one day that I just did it. Like I didn't even like think like what am I gonna do? Like
It took me a little bit.
I think one day like I just
Yeah.
did everything.
I remember having these
No,
discussions like at the very beginning of this class,
Yeah.
and it was like trying to help Matt decide.
No, that was Paul.
I think it was you too. I don't know
No,
if you,
no, because Matt already had MSU decided.
Yeah.
I literally like I thought about it every single day for probably 6 months.
It was like mentally taxing on you. Like I saw it every day.
Dude, I don't know. It was so draining. Like I it literally just ended too. Like it's not like it just ended like probably 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. Like
Yeah.
every single day, and like I'm not even done with it because I'm not even going to MSU for the fall. I'm going to MSU for the spring.
As far as you know right now.
But they sent me an email today and they were like, "Yeah, we don't think you're going to be able to get in." So like I don't know. I just have to think about what I want to do, cuz I'm going to have to go somewhere local, but I don't know.
No, you don't.
Well, I mean for the fall,
If you
like
want to.
all right, I mean what am I going to do? Like just not do anything?
Like it'd be kind of fun. Just like.
you know what?
To do
Honestly,
nothing? Just chill?
it's kind of a move. Like get your gen ed credits at OCC, right?
Yeah, a lot
You
of people-
save money, and honestly, it doesn't matter. Like if your Psych 101 or if your English class like isn't at your university.
I'm
And
just,
then like once you like go there in the second semester or next year even honestly is a total option. I have a cousin who was thinking about getting some of his gen eds out at like OCC or OU and then going to his university. It's totally valid, saves you money. You can work at home if you've already got a nice job set up. Get your money up, get your gen eds done, and now all of a sudden you go to university and you're focused on your career.
I want to do that, but I'm like, I don't know. For me, I was just nervous about the social aspect because I feel like that first couple months, I feel like you can make so many friends, and I feel like I'm gonna miss out on that because if I come there, then I feel like everybody else is already focused on the friends I already have, and like
Nah,
some
bro,
people,
it's not
like,
that deep.
I'm just nervous
Trust me,
about
you're
that.
thinking too much.
I know. I always overthink.
I agree.
I always
I agree.
overthink.
You're
like-
definitely overthinking.
Join a
I mean,
frat, bro.
You have to realize, like,
Dude, I'm not
a lot
joining
of
a frat.
people in college are gonna realize that what we've talked about. I know at least me and Paul is like, you're not gonna see 95% of these people again. So like, dude, a lot of people are gonna be lonely, or not lonely, but just like looking for friends. But they don't mind like, dude, I'll talk to someone new every day. But at first they don't realize that because there's still a lot of people who maybe social anxiety or some antisocial problems they've been dealing with. But in college, I think it's a different story. But other than that, I think we're gonna call it here. You guys agree?
Yep.
Yeah,
Alright,
sounds good.
well-
All right.
Noah, take us out.
Thank you guys for listening again, and it's been a great episode. And
Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.
You just interrupted. Okay, bye-bye.
Peace.
I thought he did the and done. I was thought he was going to do our thing.
Bye, guys.